Yeah. 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 Yup. Yup. I'ma stab in the back like Price. I'ma shoot like fuck her. When I hit, do my dance like Bufford. And I gotta block that bitch, can't cuff her. Like no way. See the go out there like on my days. I'm just tryna fuck, I don't fuck without dates. I'm 5, 5, 6 rounds all in their face. Count the bands like fuck. Smart to get like fuck. All the pills like fuck. I think I'ma die real soon. Yeah, fighting all my demons like doom. I step in this bitch and the greatest in the room. If you tie down, shit can go up. Got a big ass gun. I'm calling your bluff.
I'm so full of poo.
I'ma shoot like fuck her.
What does he mean?
And I gotta block that bitch, can't cuff her. Like no way. See the go out there like on my days. I'm just tryna fuck, I don't fuck without dates. I'm 5, 5, 6 rounds all in their face.
Okay, guys, it's been a rough day for men. Brad Taste crashed out on his tour to wife. We have to find a way. We have to find a way to defend him. He's a good guy deep down. He has awesome bars. And yelling at women is awesome, okay? Sometimes they just deserve it. Sometimes they're liars and they're evil. She's like, oh, what did I lie about? After him just explaining what she lied about. But we'll take some time off. Everyone's already covered that. It's not that important. We'll come back to it with a fresh mind. We'll have an effective sweep for Big Brad. But we have some awesome stuff today. Oh, why is paint on screen? We have some awesome stuff, okay? So, picture this. You're on your lunch break. You're watching Gamma, and he says some fucking stupid ass shit, so you stop watching Gamma and you start scrolling YouTube shorts, and you come across a short with 5 likes and you're like, wait, I gotta watch this might be a deep cut. Can you pin my message? Oh shit. Like, sub, so true, Big Zach. You come across a deep cut with only 5 likes, 0 comments, and a potentially overweight white man in a hat and a hoodie inside. This is going to be a heater, okay? Nah fam underscore TTV says, real talk, raw vibes. Welcome to new fam underscore TTV. Let's build something real.
World, and welcome to Nah Fam TTV. You see, this is my first video, so I thought that I'd properly introduce myself. So I'm gonna be clear from the very jump. I'm not here to fake hype. I'm not here to ride waves. I'm not here to chase clout. I'm not some character playing for clicks. I'm me, raw, real, unfiltered, and in the flesh.
Real
this channel
shit.
is more than just uploads. It's more than gaming clips. It's more than reaction videos. It's a space for the misunderstood, the motivated, the ones who have been through some stuff but still show up hungry for more. Whether you're here for savage wins and Warzone, deep breakdowns, conversation talks, late night story times, or just real conversations, genuine conversation.
Guys, he used to tell us late night stories. He's a fraud. This guy's real spill. He's gonna tell us late night stories. He's gonna keep it real. He's gonna get late night Warzone victories, some victory royales. Looks may deceive you. Okay. Sometimes it's what's what's inside you.
This might just be the channel for you. Because here at NawFam, we don't play that. It's all about growth. It's all about resilience. It's about building this up brick by brick. It's not just for views, it's not just for likes, but something that actually lasts, something that actually means something to the community, and something that I can do to provide to everybody that is watching these videos.
This is my new favorite Wigger, okay? He's giving back to the community. He's telling me late night bedtime stories. He's getting epic Warzone victory royales. He's so real. This is inside you? Okay. Okay.
Videos. Some days you'll see me locked in with a squad going crazy in a wild match. Other days I might be talking about something real, something that most people don't even want to talk about, but yet they feel. And that's what makes this channel different. I'm not chasing perfection, I'm chasing evolution. Every video, every post, every moment, it's part of that process. So if you're about that life, about gaming, leveling up, speaking truth, building a community, laughing hard, thinking deeper, and staying real through it all, this might just be your new home. So, welcome to NawFam. Let's get it.
Welcome to NawFam. We keeping it real. We asking the J question. Giving back to the community. Okay, so I checked this guy's channel out. He has 3 shorts and 1 video. And oh my god, look at this fucking profile pic. Holy shit, hold on. Hold on, bring paint back up. Fuck, come on. Come on. There we go. Now this is a man I can trust for my late night bedtime stories. He can keep it real, real spiel. He's a man of God, so we're asking the J question. And his only video is I saw the blue demon real encounter in Missouri. Just a teaser. We're gonna go through the shorts first. What do y'all think about this? Leave a comment down below.
Hey y'all, NawFam here. Did y'all know that there are 2 countries in the world as of right now that don't view food as a human necessity?
There's 2 countries who don't view food as a human necessity? Can anybody guess what the 2 countries are that don't view food as a human necessity? What are the 2 most evil countries in the world? America, ding ding ding, and Russia. Incorrect buzzer noise, loud incorrect buzzer noise. UK, loud incorrect buzzer noise. We got America, 1 is on the board, 1 for Big Zach. Oh wait, no, Gamma said that. Sorry, Gamma. Let's think back to the beautiful Jesus medallion on his neck, okay? China, Nigeria,
A human right. And those two countries are the United States and Israel.
Whoa. Dude, look at the look on this guy's face. This guy knows. This guy gets the big picture. His second short on his brand new YouTube channel. We are asking the J question. Okay, he's got his hood up, he's inside. This is one of the wiggers of all time.
Yep, I said that. United States and Israel. And food isn't a basic right. Right? Hey, y'all know I'm here.
Dude. Dude. I keep trying to say like anything, but I look back at the screen and he's looking at me like this. Listen, if he got cut, he would actually be like sexy as hell. Like he's got a prominent chin. Dude, the J is raping my fucking brain. This is Giga Chad, okay? Mocking on main. It's so awesome. Next short.
Nah, fam, here. Y'all, I got a question. What are we doing? For real, what are we doing?
I watched this like 2 days ago. This is the first one I saw. I totally forgot about it. Dude. He's so pissed off, dude. This guy cares about me. This guy loves me. What are the comments like? Brother, go touch grass. Facts.
First, everything, all the prices, rent, food, gas, insurance, everything skyrockets. Then they make homelessness illegal. And then on top of that, they're rolling out identification for multiple social platforms.
Dude, freaking homelessness and food necessity and I can't go on Pornhub no more. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? What do I have to live for, bro? Human rights and gooning and
As if trying to force people into their world.
their world? Their world? Who is they? Who is they? Wait, hold on. Let's run that back.
Identification for multiple social platforms. As if trying to force people into their world.
Isn't it weird how the identity verification is going through Israeli tech industry? Isn't it weird that you have to send your ID to Israel before you post on YouTube? Lot to consider.
What are we doing as a people? Why aren't we standing up? Why aren't we doing something about this? We all know what's wrong. We all know what's going on in the world is wrong. What are we doing here? No.
Dude, the first frame again. He can't be serious. I feel like he's just sitting there like waiting to hit the record button until he hits the perfect like Sigma face. I fucking love this guy. So I never saw his video. I did watch that first short. But I feel like this has to be a heater. This can't be bad. Dude. He's back at it again. Hood up inside, light skin face. Neatly trimmed goatee. Do you guys think he like grows facial hair, or is it just this is just like all he's got? Not that it doesn't work for him. I think he can pull this off. Especially like you cut down a little bit, but
Hey, y'all know, fam, here.
oh shit.
I want to talk about a topic that I feel like God has put on my heart that I've been
God did.
running from. About 3 or 4 years ago, I moved from West Virginia to Missouri for about a year. The beginning of that whole
Okay. I have spent a considerable amount of time in West Virginia. They all look like this.
conversion, I was staying in an Airbnb with my fiance, who is now my wife, going through a lot of situations. You know how life is.
Like in West Virginia, one, you're fat, and two, there's no black people, like literally none. So, like, half the men, like, they have like the wigger isms. Like, they'll listen to like basic rap. They'll put their hood up inside and wear a ball cap inside. You know, this guy would probably get grills if he could afford them.
Just going through life, and instantly walking into this place, the atmosphere, you could feel it in the room. It was like the atmosphere had changed. It was different. It wasn't, it almost was like something was watching you, to the point where it was beyond that normal sixth sense. It was almost like something was standing, or somebody was standing behind you, staring at the back of your head. Like, I had that type of feeling. And gradually, as the weeks went on, it got worse and worse. I had family issues with, you know, as we all do. And
Just glazing over it. This guy yells at his mom. Also, I want to see the ring on his finger.
I had family issues with, you know,
That's a ring finger ring, okay? He's got one of the like the TikTok like plasticky rings that don't rip your finger off if you get caught in like a giant machine. Big AA Ron. Um hold on. Can I get a better frame? Yeah. You guys know what this ring is, okay? These are on TikTok, these are on YouTube Shorts. This is like the quote unquote like construction man ring that doesn't get you like mutilated in a freak accident.
as we all do, and just not having a good time. I was breaking down. I was going through life not knowing what to do, where to go, what decisions to make. It was really bad. And it was storming one night, and I talked to God. I said, God, I don't know if you're real. I'm like doubting Thomas.
Okay. I said mommy issues. I said he was yelling at his mom. But it's very unwigger like to yell at your mom. Okay, maybe at your dad. Are we thinking mommy or daddy issues? He plays Warzone. He asks the J question on main. He's got hood up, baseball cap inside, Jesus piece front and center. Mom issue? See, the mom issue is the white side, but the dad issue is the black, the wigger side. And he's from West Virginia. Personally, I'm leaning towards daddy issue. It's such a hard question. I'm gonna get kicked from Spicy Chat posting this live in general. Do not post this in Spicy Chat. I have like 2 messages in Spicy Chat. I said something like they were talking about like, oh, I miss my black friend, and I said, like, dude, my ex is black. I miss her so much. She used to say the N word in what the fuck was the restaurant? In some generic like restaurant. And then Stylo rapes me. He's like, this is not a blog. This isn't a blog. Shut up. But it was topical. It was topical. I said, this is topical. And I got raped again. So I saw myself out, dude. Stylo hates me because I stole his Nubian queen. You can't see it, but I'm like flexing at the screen right now.
You will have to show me something in order for me to believe, or I will never believe. And I'm just having a conversation with God, and I was crying, and that's exactly what He did. I started having these weird dreams.
Wait, who was crying? What?
Believe, God, I don't know if you're real. I'm like doubting Thomas. You will have to show me something in order for me to believe, or I will never believe. And I'm just having a conversation with God, and I was crying,
Doubter.
and that's exactly what He did. I started
Crying
having these
doubter.
weird dreams. At first, I didn't know what to make of it. Running, chased through the woods. Even inside, I had this dream where something was watching me inside of the Airbnb in my own dream. Like, just weird stuff started occurring right after I had prayed. And then I was in the bathroom one day, brushing my teeth, shaving up, getting everything done.
I hijacked Sliggin's dead Discord for the cause. I appreciate that. He's brushing his teeth for the cause. Okay, wait, what?
Brushing my teeth, shaving up, getting everything done. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this gray object. And I instantly look, just like that. Just my head just instantly darts, and I see it, and it vanishes right before my eyes. And at this point, I think that I'm going crazy. Like, there has to be something wrong with me that I'm starting to see things now. And it was like this little gray alien-looking thing, like the stereotypical grays that you see all the way through the 60s until now. But now I know that's not what they were. It made it very obvious, actually.
Uh-oh.
And that wasn't the only time I saw it. I saw it 2 more times after that. Same spot of the room, same height, same description. Looked almost identical to the previous. Until one day, we were in the Airbnb, 7:38 p.m. I remember it because of what happened. Dude. And we walked into the Airbnb room out of...
Did this guy get raped by a gray alien? He's about to drop some major lore, dude. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Nowhere. As soon as I walked into this room, instant migraine, instant headache. I started seeing white dots. Sound started to distort my ears. Didn't know what was going on. I sit down on the bed.
Hi, Flavor. Hi, Mr. Les.
My fiance at the time, who was now my wife, starts rubbing my shoulders, my head.
How long?
Neck.
5 minutes.
And all of a sudden, I have my head down like this, and she goes, what is that? And with my head down, I slowly look up, and I see feet in the bathroom. The bathroom lights are off. There's still sun coming through the window at this point, but the bathroom is dark. No lights are on. It's in the farthest corner of the room. And as I look up, it almost looked like this girl, very similar to The Grudge, in this beat up white dress looking thing, hair.
The Grudge. Okay, let's do some research. Okay, what did he see? Hold up. I gotta make sure I'm on my VPN before I start Googling shit. Okay. So, a gray monster? Okay. Generic gray female monster. Oh yeah, and so you missed the beginning. Oh, come on.
World, and welcome to NAFAM
Whatever.
In the face, one eye, the whole look, the whole shebang. But that's not what she sees. She said she saw this massive man sitting on the toilet staring at us in the same position that I told her that I saw this girl. So in that instant, we saw 2 different things at the same time. As if something was being portrayed into our brains or projected.
Guys.
And in my mind, or at least what I see, this thing, as soon as I stand up to study it, because I don't know what I'm looking at, right? This thing transforms into this 10-foot tall, glowing blue thing. I'm not going to describe what it looks like other than it was extremely muscular and had spikes all over its body.
What? Hold on. Let's get paint back up. Let's get oh, in case you missed the beginning of stream, this is what we're dealing with, okay? We have brand new wigger. One of the wiggers of all time. But enough of that. I want to draw. I want to make a picture. So let's go back a little bit.
As if something was being portrayed into our brains or projected. And in my mind, or at least what I see, this thing, as soon as I stand up to study it, because I don't know what I'm looking at, right? This thing transforms into this 10-foot tall, glowing blue thing. I'm not going to describe what it looks like other than it was extremely muscular, and had spikes all over its body. As soon as I went to rebuke it in the name of Jesus, as soon as I went to confront it, it was like time froze. It was like I was in a state of sleep paralysis, and so was she. The room immediately erupted with this electromagnetic blast. The sound that we heard was very similar to a nuclear reactor, wub, wub, wub. And with the same wub that this figure was making in the bathroom, the warm yellow light started to glow blue with the entity that was in the bathroom. Very similar to what you would hear if Godzilla were to fire up his laser beam thing. Whatever. It sounded exactly like that. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Louder and louder. And the light in the same sequence, this almost in sync with this sound and this being, it just started to smile. As soon as it started to smile, it let off this electromagnetic haze, almost like this digital haze that didn't look real. It was like I was looking into the Matrix, but it wasn't. You could see the individual. It was so weird to explain. It was like a force field of sorts where it distorted the reality around it.
This is so fucking
in my mind,
awesome.
I realized that as soon as I got up to move, to confront, to rebuke, I couldn't move. This thing froze me. I have metal in my back, by the way. I have rods in my back. I'm just standing in place, staring at it, making direct eye contact with it. And it's smiling, and I can feel it's a feeling unlike anything. It was like it was projecting fear. It wasn't. I didn't fear it. I just didn't understand what I was looking at. Like, my brain didn't even know how to process what this was. It wasn't even. It was just a state of utter. Just like that. Like, it's not even.
Wait. Blue, muscular, spikes. Dude. This guy had a schizophrenic panic attack and he saw Sully from Monsters Inc.
But something, I don't know if it was what it was, probably God. It was like there was a barrier between me and it that it could not cross. It tried, and I tried. I was fighting this paralysis in this room, and she's still on the bed behind me. And it was like, as soon as I broke free of this paralysis, and I'm rebuking it in my head, looking at it, because I know thought, you can quantitatively, it still has function in the universe. So I'm talking to it, speaking to it, rebuking it in my head. It doesn't like that. It immediately erupts into this ball of blue light, and lets off this electromagnetic blast through the entire room that blurred my vision. The sound in my ears went like almost like a grenade going off in your face. But it was a ball of light. And I felt this, which I have titanium rods, 80 screws, going up and down my back from my neck all the way down to the small of my back.
Dude.
And I felt this jolt of energy from almost like an arc repeatedly bouncing through my spine, through my body.
Your link is up in the Pokemon Infinite Fusion Discord now. Dude, Agent A is doing the footwork. I fucking love that. Why does this guy have rods in his back? Has he been fighting alien demons? Has he been fighting monsters from Monsters Inc. this whole time?
It was the strangest feeling I had ever experienced. But that's not the only thing. After this, more and more stuff is started. I even have pictures of a dream on my phone that shouldn't be theoretically possible. So if you guys would like to know more about this story or what happened, what's going on in the world, I feel like I can help you with that. Anyways, guys.
Dude, this is the best wigger of all time. I don't know if you guys caught like the side eye. Hold on.
That shouldn't be theoretically possible.
I have pictures on my phone. Shit ain't even theoretically possible, bruh. Looking at you sideways. All chill. Nonchalant. This guy's fucking awesome. So we're gonna keep an eye on this guy. Like and subscribe. And we have a new Craig Candor video, as well as a new Craig Candor post. On theme with the last guy, we have alien transmission. Economic systems don't matter. People do. And like usual, we're going to read the post and probably spoil what's in the video. So he says, 7 hours ago, after decades of caloric research and dietary experimentation, I've recently discovered the ultimate hack for losing stubborn body fat. You're not allowed to eat. No. Really. Because anything that's pleasurable is bad. Because this is a hell realm. I like chicken and rice. So I don't know if that'll spoil the alien video, but we'll see. And before we get into the alien video, let's take a look at the first awesome, cute and funny derail. We have Family Guy 808 tutorial.
And in other news, woe and famine, 100 years of pestilence and locust.
Hey, Peter. That long princess loves you.
No time for that joke. Redmar's making a beat.
What do you think, Cleveland? Am I goaded?
My name is Cleveland Brown.
This beat is weaker than the time I forgot to use the boost knob.
Oh, come on, Joe. Everyone knows about the boost knob for the 808.
Yeah, but if you paired it with the volume envelope, you can make it slap 10 times harder.
Explain.
Well, Peter, if we dial each parameter to 0, but set a holding decay at around 5%, we've successfully truncated it into a kick.
Okay, so what?
Now we can use the sustain knob to fade back in the tail.
Okay, that didn't hit the same way I hoped it would. Where the fuck is this video? Craig Candor.
Greetings, human. I'm sending this message to you from my star system because I've received several distress signals from the interior of your planet. Greetings, human.
This is 720? Hold on, 1080? This guy's still on the bum-ass internet. His stream looks so bad. I don't even think this is a stream. This is just his recording.
Greetings, human. I'm sending this message to you from my star system because I've received several distress signals from the interior of your planet. I've taken on the bodily form of one of your fellow sapiens, one you might describe as a self-doubting manlet. So,
dude, is he self-aware now? He's calling himself a self-doubting manlet. I didn't clock him as short, but self-doubting is a rough way to describe yourself. Maybe he's on the upswing. You know, this is the start of Craig Candor. He's gonna believe in himself. He's gonna make funny and cute YouTube videos. He's doing the Tate hand pose and cosplaying as an alien with his overly smoothed face because this is recorded in 240p. The chair is a way to tell a short king. Dude, his head is extending well above this headrest. Short kings make... Yeah, dude, I'm not seeing any signs. I think he just hates himself that much, where he's calling himself a manlet purely based off like his like internal merits of manhood. You know, he makes no money, gets no bitches, has no power. This guy owned a business like a year ago. He's so fascinating. I love this channel.
As not to scare you, because otherwise your flight response might override your determination to listen to what I have to say. There's been an ongoing debate within your species as to which economic system is superior. You refer to these as the big three. You've got communism, socialism, and capitalism. And all three of these have multiple subsystems within them. I'd like to clear some things up for you and hopefully steer you in a direction towards a species-saving outcome. Although each of these systems has their strengths and weaknesses.
Can we get some predictions? I think he's gonna go full capitalism. I think he's gonna argue for capitalism plus ethno-state. I think he's gonna say capitalism is based in epic, but it's the Browns. It's the Browns that are stealing my jobs. I only get paid 20 an hour delivering to hospitals because the Browns. If he says communism, I'm putting notifications on.
Ultimately, each one fails over a long enough time frame. And once it fails, bloody revolution
Something
ensues
about the simulation
until the next system takes over and eventually fails as well. But unfortunately,
that would be
these
very
are your three
frustrating.
options, and you're going to have to fluctuate between variations of these three during your planetary habitation. Economics are dynamic. They're not static. There are problems which communism can solve, problems which socialism can solve, and problems which capitalism can solve. For example, the problem of high unemployment can be solved by communism. Unfortunately, it gets there by forcing everybody to work. But in a sense, it solves it. That's why I want you to focus less on the system and instead focus on the
What is
primary
this?
ingredient, which...
Wait, I bet I still have the drawing up. Whoopsie. That's the wrong. Okay. This is Craig Candor. Quick introduction. This makes me want to kill myself. No, hold on. You're gonna love this. Posts. Saw an attractive young woman today handing out orders at Chick-fil-A drive-thru. She was wearing a dress, not a fancy stylish kind, but one of those basic ones you see at Pentecostal girls. I'm assuming it was religiously motivated too. Still in a realm of tats and nose rings, it was refreshing and momentarily spiked my hopium. Then I remembered my age and how I might as well be in a museum looking at her from behind a rope. Opblock is talking to Jar's Defender. Which one? We love Jar. Okay. There's another one. Trust me. Not that one. God, where's the one where he complains about his coworker? I think he deleted it. Oh, here we go. No, he deleted it. Basically, we have a doomer incel, 45-year-old, makes no money. And he's going to tell us which economic system is best. He's a favorite on the Jim Bob channel.
Which all of these systems share: the inhabitants. The quality of the inhabitants will actually determine how long your economic system will work before inevitable revolution. And there's no getting around revolution. It's gonna happen.
Bald.
But the idea...
Don't slander Craig Candor for being bald. His hairline is obviously not all there. It's probably better than some people who have hair, but he did the absolute Chad move and he shaved it all off. He's doing the Tate hand symbol as he's role-playing as an alien. This guy is freaking awesome. This guy, he's on the upswing. He's not going to debate any other incels anymore on R selection or K selection. This guy, he's going to focus on politics. He's going to tell me what economic system is best.
idea is to have as few revolutions as possible, because when things are great, there's no need to revolt. Now, if inhabitants are the key ingredient to an economic system, this begs the question: what is the key ingredient of the inhabitants?
Okay, so he's about to get racist. I just know it. The other thing we know about this guy is that he does not like it when he's in traffic doing his driving delivery job and he sees black people. Okay? He sees people that don't look like him, and it's the reason why Idaho sucks, or wherever the fuck bumfuck nowhere he lives.
Let me answer this without ambiguity. It's intelligence. You see,
Okay. here we
you're
go.
actually just animals. But the thing that separates you from the other animals, it's not a spirit or a soul. It's your intelligence. And to be more precise, it's your complexity. You see, rocks aren't complex, so we don't consider them alive. Once a thing reaches a certain level of complexity, it is considered a living thing. If you're not familiar with this philosophy, it's
I'll
called
be lurking.
abioism, which basically...
Okay, yeah, this guy's boring me too. Let's get back to the Family Guy 808 tutorial.
It's old friends and new friends and even a band. Through good times and bad times, it's true love we share.
This allows us to change the volume of the tail without affecting the attack.
Ow, ow.
All right, Brian, I put down a pattern with my sub-bass. Is this good enough?
It's missing something. Maybe put some destructor on it.
Oh, Brian, that's so 2023. Hey, look, there's Chris. Maybe he can help us out.
Kill! Maim!
Interesting, Chris. Let's try this out. Seems to be free. It's not doing much.
Murder! Violence! Frequency reassignment!
Chris sounds kind of different. So...
It's because, well, they're
This
not
is
saying
better
she's got
derail.
it, they suspect it, she's got the symptoms. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you guys hear that? You guys hear that brap? Let's run that back.
It's because, well, they're not saying she's got it, they suspect it, she's got the symptoms. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Fucking no. I hope you shit your bastard pants. Oh.
I hope you shit your bastard pants. Can you watch horror content? We're watching Epic Fart Shuts Up Wife, okay? Get with the picture.
Oh god, I'm going to see if that's on. Chris,
Fuck off.
oh god.
fucking mast living with you.
Expect
Oh, fuck off, it's going through me fucking top.
Fucking driver is wheezing laughing. So, we definitely have some more stuff. Okay. This is our other favorite incel. Incel number 2 on the Jim Bop stream. Online dating in 2025. How the internet changed everything. Now, this is the guy who lives in his car. He has a job and makes YouTube money. But he is fat and hates his life and has no hope. And the one time he's ever touched a girl, it stopped at the shoulder touch. He's a kissless virgin. That same girl like beat her dog and was also super fat and gross and had a shitty butt. Believe it or not, the shitty butt was not the deal breaker. So this video, he's going to talk about dating. We have on the left, Jeremy, 25, 5 times convict. I don't pay for dates, so unless you have money, don't bother. I'm only DTF. And then Jimmy from Sonic. Jimcell alert, Jimbo file. 26. Brutally bounced my skull off a fridge. Based. Hashtag certified skull bouncer. Caring partner, nice guy. Okay, guys. Be like Jimmy from Sonic. We are retard maxing. We don't go to jail. And we skull bounce.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Today, I want to talk about online dating in 2025 and why.
One time, I had to dance with a girl for a play in high school, but I accidentally grabbed her ass in front of the class. It was really awkward. My mouth is agape. I'm trying to process that. Hold on. What was she wearing?
I just wouldn't recommend it, you know, for most guys, and why I personally don't use them, and why I gave up pretty early with that, because, you know, the internet has to be like one of the worst inventions for society, you know, in my opinion. It's really just like one big mogging contest kind of designed to like discourage you and piss you off. I mean, it could be with like anything, you know. You can be like in like a crowd of people, you know, think you're like really, really good at like the guitar, and then just pull up a YouTube video of like some 12-year-old kid in China, you know, just like shredding the guitar like, and yeah, you'll be like, oh fuck, I'm actually dog shit, you know. Because like back then, you know, what you got to realize pre-internet is you didn't have access to the whole world and like what true potential like
This was 2015 BP, before pussy. Dude, Big AA Ron has been alive for thousands of years. 2015 years before pussy, he grabbed ass. Also, I'm bored. Let's retard Max.
Cheers.
You wide?
Cheers, brother. How we doing? It's time to LARP. It's time to freaking aura farm life. Let me turn this music down.
This is just retard maxing in the backyard. 30 minutes. Whoa, hold on. What else we got? The secret to retard maxing, part 3. Meditating is retarded. So this is a completely different guy. This is not the same guy. but he's also retard maxing. Also, I learned something today. If you Google retard maxing, there's a fucking crypto coin. What? $40,000 market cap. So relatively still a shit coin. I'm very perplexed by the retard maxing coin. So let's go back. So awesome, long, luscious locks. We have some kind of what I'm guessing is like an all-seeing eye, but it's not. It's like different. It's like a MW2 nuke version of the all-seeing eye. He's smoking something. Let's see.
Maybe you still don't believe me. Think about it this way. What are you trying to do when you meditate? You're trying to slow your brain down. You know, you're trying to get to the point where you're thinking about nothing. Or at least you're not attached to a single one of your thoughts. It's like they mean nothing. Why? What are you doing? You're practicing being retarded.
Okay, okay. I had the wrong read on this guy. I thought he was going to say meditating is bad. On one hand, you know, the opposite of meditating is like autistically hyperfixating. And that can be cool. That can be retard maxing. You know, you build a bunch of Legos or something, or you dive down the retard maxing rabbit hole. It's slightly retarded. On the other hand, meditating, thinking about nothing, is also retard maxing. Very curious, a lot to think about.
Meditating is retarded.
Thanks, man. So that has 1,000 views. What is this guy's channel like? Is walking everywhere better than owning a car? 1 view 37 minutes ago. I'm not afraid to die. This is like music or something. More music. There is someone in the house. OMG.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? I think there's someone downstairs. Can you go see?
So we're role-playing as an imaginary girlfriend. This guy maybe smoked a little too much weed. Dude. He's... Okay, so he's not like terminally fat, but just, I did not expect this kind of build from someone with like a slender face and long hair. I'm gonna hit a dab, Jimbo. I'm gonna be like him. I'll be the girlfriend in your role play. Just hit me up. God, where is it? Watch analog horror. Oh shit. Dude. Gamma groomed Dasali into fucking analog horror. I'll watch analog horror. It is late at night. It's a good time for it.
Looking for this.
Oh my god. Honey.
Dude, what's more horrifying than this sequence?
Looking for this.
Oh my god.
Why does he do like this like quiet, like my mom's home scream? Listen to this. You can hear him like doing like the under the voice, like he's breathing. It's under the breath. He's doing like the fake scream. Also, this guy's apartment is nice. This guy can afford to yell. What is happening? Is this mom's house?
Oh my god. Honey. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Awesome video. Like and subscribe. We're gonna keep an eye on this guy. So I pulled this. So I have these one tab. I wonder if I can pull it up here. Display one tab. Oh, I already deleted it. Fuck. So I had this section of tabs, right? And it was right when the Mutahar segment was popular. Everyone was raping Mutahar. And Mutahar thinks he's an engineer because he installed Linux. Meanwhile, we have Terry Davis, the infamous schizo developer lolcow who made his own operating system. This guy is awesome. He's smart. Muta wishes he was half as skilled or intelligent as Terry. And this is probably my favorite Terry clip, so I'll just share this.
Doctors, why don't you study an ant colony, you fucking retards?
Why didn't you study a fucking ant colony, you fucking retards?
Colony, you fucking retards?
Fucking awesome. Glowies. Yeah, Gamma knows. Gamma's tapped in. And so yeah, there was the Brad call. I had this in the lineup before today. Or not really. I had this in the lineup before Marcus and Morale viewed this. And then they both did, so now it's raped. Awesome stuff. As a fallback, there's always the tickler stuff and the tickler response from Father Gregorio. Ahaha, well, what is this? I cannot promise that what I present may fully change your mind. If you are deep into defending this person, but I can promise this may be whatever. Anyway, thread, so I went on Knitter because I'm not signed in. And screenshots. He's calling people brothers. What is this shit, dude? I don't care enough. Anyway, there's a response. We need more chatters, Gamma. This is gay. Yeah. There's the dead meme frog video. So we love Mr. Loss, okay? Big flavor, big juicy flavor is awesome. We're in his chat and we find out about Dead Meme Frog. Now, this video, I have not watched any of it. I think Flavor reviewed it while I was riding my bike one time. I went to go check it out and I saw he posted. Wait, did he post? Is this the same guy? Where's his shorts? Videos? Dude, this guy posted, I swear to God, this guy posted a top 10 hip hop albums. Oh, I think it was his second channel. Fuck. Shit. Okay, so this this guy posted on his second channel that
Throughout my time browsing the
some Pusha T album is top 10 hip hop albums. If I can get away with it, I'll listen to the full Pusha T album live on stream. And maybe we'll listen to the Brad Taste album afterwards and decide who's better. But I just thought that was heresy. There's this video. Somebody sent this to Gamma. This is dude, who gives a fuck about Lex Friedman? Everyone knows he's like a fucking nitwit. Sully, retard maxing. Oh yeah, this video is awesome. So I'll play this while I look for whatever analog horror. Wait, Clover? Why did Clover DM me something? Hold on.
Good sleep. Fine sleep. A good kind of sleep. The kind of sleep that satisfies.
Guys, what does this mean? When did I receive that? Yesterday at 11:37. What does this mean? So she was, I guess, watching the part where he was describing the big blue spiky alien. Does anybody know what this is? That kind of looks like a buff, jacked version of Timmy Turner. Like he's got like it's the Timmy Turner animation style. And he's got like the hat. And there's a wand. This is Fairly Odd Parents. This has to be. Anyway, okay, back to the video. 10 p.m.
Kind of satisfaction which lingers.
It's 10 p.m., Charles. Do you know where your mind is?
This is analog horror.
You stand no chance against my minor chord vamp. Impressive, Charles. But you will surely perish.
Buffering, oh my god.
Perish when I bring down liquid silver rain from, how you say, the sky? You've grown stronger, Charles, but no flesh can withstand step team drums. Inconceivable. You force my hand, Charles. Your gun is no match for my original B-Weezy 808.
Okay. This shit's awesome. Anyway, I like this channel.
I put my son in some red.
This channel's awesome. It's got like subliminal music production videos. I don't have like good taste in analog horror. I've seen the ones that Wendigo's talked about, basically. Wendigoon. I'm sure I can just scalp Gamma's analog channel. What's the video that I saw that put me onto this channel? Here we go.
Through electric echoes, analog princess emerges
Alongside
carrying secrets from the other side.
sound design is an art.
As well as science.
Here are some
Tools to help aid your
Creativity.
the unique
Granular control over
a sample.
just select
Pitch correct.
sample
Low the sound up. New tone. New tones usually used for
post
processing.
pitch correction
But there's a simple feature that we can take advantage of.
for some
Sound design
methods.
If you double click on the note, you can then click and hold on to any point of the
Sample.
to indefinitely.
Loop that tiny section.
There's a few things we could
Do with this. You could use.
Okay. So, Gamma reacted to this video in the horror chat with a recycled emoji. 18 million views 11 years ago. Very likely that we've already seen this one. Prove me wrong. Just watch one. I don't care, brother. My fault, my fault. Light work, no reaction. This guy's hungry as fuck, dude. He doesn't give a fuck. Oh, he's crying, dude. Dude, why is he so sad? He's literally eating so much, he's made a giant mess everywhere. There's these weird, like, friends who are patting his back. The big one is Gamma, and the smaller one is everyone being forced to watch Jimbo right now. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Why would you say that? That kind of hurt my feelings. Next. Oh, that's an hour long. That is an hour long. Dude, there's gotta be something better than analog horror. Fucking, oh my god. This guy was supposed to last longer. TikTok, dude. Yo, welcome to NawFam_TTV. I'm just a dude with a phone, a passion, and a love for gaming, reactions, real talk, and everything in between. No fancy setup, no fake energy, just raw content, real vibes, and stuff that actually hits. From mobile games and deep dive reactions to weird trends, biblical mysteries, and ancient secrets, I cover what others won't. Bro, fucking. I look over at this chat and I just get so perturbed. This shit's disgusting. You guys should be ashamed. I've posted Jimbo everywhere I can. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. If you vibe with unfiltered opinions, fire edits, and a little chaos mixed with truth, you've already descended down the rabbit hole. Forbidden knowledge. Dude, I need to ask this guy the J question. I read your YouTube chat, then open Discord, the timing. Yeah, this, you know, I say I do it for the love of the game. I there's no I don't have any passion tonight. I've been through everything I think is cool and funny, and the rest of the stream is just pain. Dude, my lol cows. I can't even get through this fucking Craig video. This guy
Basically states that life isn't real. It's just a term we use to denote complexity. In order for your inhabitants to thrive, they must move towards greater complexity. And the only way to achieve greater complexity is through greater intelligence.
just say blacks are
How do you acquire
retarded.
greater intelligence? Well,
Say it.
you have to incentivize intelligent people to reproduce. In other words, smart people need to breed with smart people.
Oh,
Now,
here we
the
go.
females of your species determine which genes get reproduced.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, their primitive animalistic impulses cause
All my fucking vanilla torta wives are fucking on BBCs, on retarded BBCs. They love retarded black cock. And the alien inside of me is telling you that is denigrating our society. We cannot have a functioning capitalism if the white vanilla torta wives are bouncing on they boy's dick. Like there was this dude living in the Airbnb house and never told the people who rented. Oh yeah, I've heard stories like that. You always see like the secret doors. Watch Indian scammers get their cam hijacked. Seen that, been there. Let's keep going.
them sometimes to select for traits that aren't linked to intelligence. You see, their mammalian ancestors
-1 intelligence, +1 BBC.
needed large, aggressive, dominant males to protect them. The desire for these traits doesn't just disappear because they're no longer as necessary for survival. This presents you with an existential problem. How do you get the females of your species to select for intelligence over their animalistic impulses? Well, first you have to get rid of your religious fairy tales and tell your females the truth about biology. They are the gatekeepers of civilization, and they determine which genetic traits get passed on, whether good or bad. And there's no ancient Middle Eastern man coming through the clouds to save you from their bad decisions. So long story short, that's how you fix your economy. Not through some economic system. They all kind of suck. But through voluntary, conscientious eugenics. And trust me.
What? Dude, he said it. No, this guy's popping off. This guy's got a big future. He just went and said it. He's got the Tate hands. He's role playing as an all-knowing alien. He's saying the white vanilla torta wives must be re-educated. We must enforce no retards. Fucking love this guy. Godzilla Shelter. We'll check it out. Hold on.
Me. You don't want the state in charge of this because they will select for genes that lead to compliance.
Wait, what? Did he say the state will select for this?
Eugenics. And trust me, you don't want the state in charge of this because
never mind. Okay.
they will select for genes that lead to compliance, not complexity. So in conclusion, you can't fix the economy without fixing women. They must be self-aware of their mating decisions and how they affect their greater habitat.
I love this guy so much, dude. Maybe I was wrong about him. All those streams, I was saying he needs to focus on himself. Maybe it is the women's fault. We need to fix women, and that will fix the economy. I don't think he ever said, he gave no definitive answer on the economic system, whether it's capitalism, socialism, or communism. It's just these fucking whore wives race mixing with retarded blacks. Fucking awesome. Like, love this guy so much. I could only dream to have such a pointy, bald head. Is it even pointy? Is it that pointy? Oh. Ooh. Holding 6 viewers. Let's fucking go. Dude. It's bedtime. So, okay. We said, what's it called? Godzilla Shelter 54. This is 23 minutes. Are we locking in for this? I already saw 2 people say this is good. Because we don't have really anything else to do. Dude, I don't care about the tickler. Link your second channel, dude. I forgot what the fucking second channel is called. Reacting to SpongeBob horror. Interesting. The raving fans are here for that Juicy Jimbo live react. Dude, I would love to go through the fucking this is peak content, but I feel like we've already seen all of it. I don't even know what timestamp we could go to where it's like I didn't see this like 2 hours ago.
Bending over like she was picking up the mail, but she probably picking up the mail. Wait, no, that's not what I'm trying to sell. Oh shit, man, I'm not gay if you couldn't tell. But I watched Brokeback Mountain and I ain't gonna lie, never thought I'd love a movie about fucking a guy.
That's not the first Brokeback Mountain bar. I think it's been said before, we have bi taste in music, Brad taste in men. I think these evil women are keeping him from his potential. And these are bars.
Look, couldn't make this up if I tried. If I said I didn't like the movie, I would be lying. No. Really, it's amazing. It makes me wonder why the gays don't take a vacation. They too busy.
Yeah, I've seen this. Fucking awesome bars. People are hating on this guy. Most avant-garde self-report I've ever seen. This is the YouTube equivalent of a car crash. Bro made a 50-minute diss track on the girl he abused. This guy won't script a video. He can't write in a journal. He can't do anything to prevent himself from venting. And instead, he goes live, or he pre-records and posts a video, just completely stream of consciousness, just talking about all his problems. Okay. And listen, I'll give you some lore. I'd be lying if I said I never did some retarded shit like this, but I'd also be like insane if I ever posted this. Like, just write in a journal. If you really need to like think about it that hard, just journal. Write in a journal, fucking hide it under your bed, rip it up, throw it in the fire afterward. Get it out. Sometimes therapy, you know, you get the wrong therapist and you gotta wait 2 more weeks. But you can always just pop on a beat and say some extremely retarded shit and then delete the file. Dude, okay. This might be the best schizo meltdown I've ever seen. Not trying to be on beat, multiple instrumentals playing at once and clashing on one another, rapping about abusing your girlfriend with absolutely no reflection or self awareness. Looks like he hasn't gotten a wink of sleep in months. Phenomenal. Yeah, at some point during these, he's acting like a DJ because he's like pausing one track and like he's muting it and unmuting it along to the beat, but it still sounds like shit. It is extremely schizo. But this guy's like, he's just not cool enough to be a schizo. Like, schizo males don't claim him, BPD males don't claim him. Welcome back, Viper. That's underrated comment. Thumbs up. Yeah, that's the part. They say I'm abusive, but they looking like Gary Busey. I have a vague image of Gary Busey in my head. I can see it. I can see it. Hold on. Let's get a picture. Copy image. Paint. Bring the paint back up. $20.25. Oop. Make it a little bigger. Okay. Gary Busey just went down for some sex crime or something. This guy raped? No. No, this can't be.
Look, doing tricks with the dick like Evil Knievel. Look, I do what I can. Feel like I'm Lil Dicky in jail part 1. Cause that's how they're thinking of me too.
That's disgusting. That's actually disgusting. Doing tricks with the dick like Evil Knievel. This is extremely bisexual coded. It's like overly sexual. He's talking about dick. You know, there's also the narcissistic, like, egotist lens where it's like, oh, he's on like this weed mania, like the schizophrenic meltdown. So maybe he just has to blow himself up that big to where he has to talk about how good his dick is. But there's also just multiple Brokeback Mountain references. What are the odds this guy transes out? I think there's at least a 20% chance he transes out within a year.
Me Too move. I'm part of the Me Too move. Yeah, she mad cause I can't move. My songs, they just might lose it. My songs, they saying they're just not quite music. What? Stop with your loose lips. Loose leaf paper in my back pocket. Haters mad, but they just gonna have to sock it. What can I say? I don't play on the playground, making all these gay sounds in the prison yard. Yeah, we back there.
Another vaguely bisexual ism. He's doing the Wigger voice. He's not broke. He's not from anywhere. Like he's got a nice place. He's got YouTube money. But he's doing the hip hop voice. And he's not with that gay shit. A little too defensive, if I do say so myself. I think there's something behind there that he just needs to unpack with someone he can trust. Play Bound to Kanye, dude.
Gotta tell you, man, they used to pull back my hair. That's why I cut it in the first place. To try to take my mind away from the worst place. Yeah. Nothing makes sense.
Y'all ever fuck with those like overly spiritual bitches? Like the overly spiritual girl who's like trying to cut your hair because there's like the bad spirits are like stored in long hair. Not just me, okay.
Anymore, let me make it clear. I don't want this rent anymore. What is that? Oh, that's the space that I'm taking on YouTube. Just trying to get the motherfucking bacon. Oh, bad bitch, Alexa keeps quaking around me. And they say, oh man, he's just sleeping soundly. But really, man, I've been where everyone in the town be. Yeah, yeah, they go crown me.
Samson and Delilah, Brad Reputation. That's fire. Wait, Gamma actually had something going there. But who's Samson and Delilah? What is this? What is this reference? Oh. So she cut his hair, huh? Is that what you're saying? She looks like the type, okay? The Bible, LOL. Dude, I have no idea what's going on. Romantic biblical drama film. Seduces him, discovers his secret, betrays him. Plot, dude, I ain't reading all that. Oh, he's doing the thing. He thinks he's a DJ right now. Guys, don't do weed. Weed makes you a gay, schizophrenic, woman-beating retard with no emotional regulation. If you smoke too much weed, how is he so bothered yet unbothered at the same time? Yeah, it's just also like zero self-awareness. Like it's kind of cool to be this unfiltered and open, but also extremely dangerous if you're like this fucked up and retarded. Discord, too late. Where's my woman? What are you talking about? Okay. I have Dude, hop on stream, bro. Big Zach sends me my own stream. That's thank you. I know I got a bad reputation. Walk around always mad reputation. Leave a pretty girl sad reputation. Emotionally and financially abuse my spouse. Brad reputation. That's not like somebody. I've heard Goat Cato thinks I'm a lesbian, Romeo. We hate Goat Cato over here. If anybody talks down on the Jim Bop face reveal, we're coming for their heads. We're going to have their heads on a pike. I'm going to endlessly slander them and make up funny, mean nicknames that aren't negging. But Gamma, did somebody... Yeah, pull it up. My bad. Look at this shit. This has to be like, because Genius, you've been on here. You can edit these, but only to a certain extent. Like you have to have like Reddit karma or some shit for Genius. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get like on the page. Those are the dead ass lyrics. What does he mean? What does it mean to have a Brad reputation? Is this like a thing I don't know about? Brad reputation. What does it mean? Come on, Reddit, help me out here. Brad Pitt? Is Brad Pitt evil? Like Brad Pitt, maybe? Why did you know that? How did you know that, Big A, Ron? What did Brad Pitt do? Start a Fight Club. Dude, fuck, dude. I'd never watched Fight Club, dude. No. I'm fucking raped and owned. Just go to the Genius website. Yeah, I bet it would explain it. It would. This guy was in Fight Club and he punched his friends and he was a mean guy in the streets. It took me 4 years. Who just buzzed my phone at 1 a.m.? Dude, why do I have... Thank you, Romeo, but why do I have Discord friend requests sending me notifications on my phone? That's kind of stupid. Accept my friend request. I will, trust me. Friends. Romeo's, yeah, he's sending me some heat. So, fucking Brad reputation. That's hard. That's awesome.
Look, I ain't playing around no more. They be asking why the fuck I sound so cold, why I look like a hobo, why I dress like a homo. And all these questions, man, please go slow-mo.
I know he said hobo at least once there, but I heard a homo. Let's slow this down. Let's get real specific here.
Look, I ain't playing around no more. They be asking why the fuck I sound so cold, why I look like a hobo, why I dress like a homo, and all these questions, man. Please go slow-mo.
Maybe I'm hearing things. Hold on, one more time.
I dress like a homo, and
no, that was a homo. He said dress like a homo.
Like a homo, why I dress like a homo.
So people are saying he dresses gay? This is possible gay allegation number 32 in this video. I know there's a decent amount of gay people in this side of the commentary sphere. We need a gay man to groom Brad. He just needs a little nudge in the right direction. Gay men are like the least abusive people statistically. You know, they don't have the DV numbers. They don't get divorced. Hi, it me the gay. Romeo, Agent R. We need you right now, okay? I need you to infiltrate the Brad. He's at an extremely weak point right now, so it shouldn't be too hard. Probably just, go in the Discord, say something nice about him, and then send him a DM, and you're in there like swimwear. Dude, I'm sure this guy folds at like the first sign of affection. What more? I don't know, dude. Let me speed this back up.
All these questions, man.
I guess I can gay up. Gay up is very fitting.
Please go slow-mo, I'm trying to answer them all right now. I am tall cause I am, yeah. And you are a cow, and you look just like, well, how I do now. But truthfully, I don't care, man. I like how it sounds. When
Something about his like black scent is really irking me. Romeo, do we think that the black scent and plethora of gay references saying he's not gay, he doesn't fuck with that gay shit, is there something there? Is there something to dissect there with like overly defensive men? I had like a libtard teacher in college who brought up that one study that's like, it's like a psychology thing where they say men who are overly defensive of their sexuality are secretly like covering up or subconsciously covering up because they don't want to confront the fact that they could be gay. Is there something there? Is the gaydar going off? Is it a false positive? Obviously just true. It makes sense theoretically, but at the same time, all psychology is vibes based, so fucking Shelter 56 or 54, let's go. Something racist about it for sure? Well, that doesn't bother me. In fact, I kind of fuck with that. We do a little racism on the Jim Bob stream. We say a little no-mo. We say a little faux show.
June 14th, 1989. It's a warm, clear Saturday in Florida when tragedy strikes. A shelter is flooded by highly radioactive material. Over the course of a year, poor management and negligence leads to thousands of deaths and the creation of a monster unlike anything our world has known.
Superfauna Hazard Investigation Report. The Progenitor.
The Florida Everglades, days before.
I mean, if you're trying to be anti-racist like Brad Taste, it's hypocritical. I'm processing that message in my brain right now. I'm thinking, if you're trying to be anti-racist like Brad Taste. Oh, yeah, so he's being hypocritical because he preaches and then he talks like that over a hip-hop beat. Interesting stuff. Is this analog horror? Yes, this is analog horror. This is a suggestion from, I think, Dasali and Gamma.
For the Shelter 54 incident, the genetic engineering company BioMajor has a pipe burst underneath their facility. The contamination reaches parts of the Everglades and causes a mutation in a small mosquito population, causing them to grow to.
Can we find a better one? Dude, please. I've watched like the big two, the ones that Wendigoon covered, but I don't really watch much horror. Sorry Gamma, back to shitter videos. Hold up.
Maxed out potential is for some people. You physically are unaware of it and can't see it. Like, let's say, for example, small, because it was always like smaller communities of people that knew each other, pre-internet. Like, let's say you're in a village with like 100 people.
Have you watched all of Kane's project stuff? It definitely sounds familiar. I know I've seen like the popular one that Wendigoon covered, but I stopped watching Wendigoon a while back. This Wendigoon guy will answer for his crimes. His lies will catch up to him. But I don't think it wouldn't be all on a channel, right? Like he has like dedicated channels for like the oldest view. Okay, hold on. The boiled one, is that another one I can look up? Why am I... Get back to YouTube. We'll send it. Okay, yeah, I need that link because these are not going to do it for me. Alien, we're done with that. Pull up what I send you. Dude, I'm getting raped from all angles right now. What is this? Wait. Okay, before we get back into analog horror, we have this from Romeo. Average ABU song. Okay, the boiled one. Copy link.
I'm shy. Oh my god. I go red hot.
Loading emoji. Uh-oh. YouTube Studio. I'm fine. Not loading. You're wrong. Everybody, make sure you have the following in the vicinity: earplugs, a pencil, a sheet of paper, a standard Christian Bible open to Psalms 91:10. The boiled one. Scary stuff. Okay. Exact ready. If something unusual begins speaking in tongues tangible to the naked ears, insert your earplugs and turn to your pencil and paper. Okay. Write the following on the page. I can see this paper. I can see my hand. I can't hear the screaming of thousands. I can't hear the feast. I am moving, breathing human being on planet Earth. I'm not gonna overanalyze this immediately. We may come back. After these words are written, recite Psalms 91:10 aloud. No evil shall befall you, and no plague shall come near your dwelling. If memories and imagery of something unholy persists in your mind, pray. It's all you can do. Wait. Chatters are demons trying to speak to you through screens, Jimbo. Hi, Scraggs. In the event you are required to carry out these procedures, contact authorities immediately afterwards. You will be administered anesthetics. Many appear to lead a normal life afterwards. In the late 1990s, a now classified documentary-based television program would debut at a local station in Pennsylvania. The program revolved around woodland plants. God damn it. I have like a third grade reading level. The program revolved around woodland plants and animals and was primarily directed towards children. Okay. The star of the show and narrator would talk about the wonders of nature, the dangers of it, and how to appreciate it. Most importantly, God, fuck you, dude. How to protect yourself from it. Unfortunately, in early 2001, the program would have been taken off the air due to host passing away. Then something odd happened. The 13th episode of the series began a rerun seemingly out of nowhere. The following audio recording depicts the beginning segments of the episode.
Good morning, bushwhackers. Today we're venturing into the heart.
Context. This uses real stuff that happened IRL, such as the blackout, and some of the names are real.
Part of the forest to find a plant that's as beautiful as it is deceptive. Poison oak. We all know about it, and here in Pennsylvania it's not as common, but still something to look out for. And here on we aim to uncover all the wonderful secrets that nature has to offer, no matter how minuscule
Oh, happy little trees.
or gigantic.
Look at the happy
So let's
trees.
get going, shall we? Found primarily in deep North American woodlands, poison oak has many different names and places of origin, also referred to as the tree of heaven. Imagine that? In China and Taiwan, one of these invasive species made its way to America in the 1700s and took its ground here boldly. As many of us know, it's infamous.
I still have Gary Busey on screen. My bad. Okay. During one of the interlude segments, never mind, I'm bringing it back. That's awesome. During one of the interlude segments, an anomalous broadcast would hijack the program. This broadcast depicted videos of a red, melted face that spoke to the viewer in a warm yet deeply disconcerting voice. This face and properties will be hereby referred to as Fiend238. Fen228 spoke clips, footage, even live camera feed, monitoring hospitals, bedrooms. Fuck. Dude, these guys think I'm a fucking genius. Would occasionally be overlaid on screen, obscuring Fen228's face. Okay. The most remembered Fen228 speaking English, multiple non-English speaking viewers remembered understanding every word that was spoken. Goddamn, dude. The following clip is a restored recording of the anomalous broadcast. The duration of the clip has been shortened and the audio has been muffled, reversed, and dampened. These alterations are absolutely necessary to suppress its hazardous attributes as effectively as possible. For maximum safety, watch with blue light glasses and insert your earplugs. Whatever, dude. Guys. Guys, the hairs on my arms are getting all pokey. Wait, I looked over at OBS. Why he kind of looked like Gary Busey. Why? There's a disturbing resemblance here. This Gary Busey guy looks like everybody. He's right behind me, isn't he? Dude, Gary Busey is talking to us at the TV right now. Broadcast 813. Viewed by 530 residents. Upon viewing, left many severely distraught. Aside from the discomfort and paranoia television presence had brought to the viewers, there were other side effects that these viewers experienced that were highly unnatural. Oh, hi Astro, hi. Many viewers reported not being able to keep the image of Fen 228's face out of their minds. Some even continued to hear its voice days after viewing. I hear you have taken over the Sliggins Discord. The gym cells and the Jimbo files are very powerful. I by no means control them. They do as they please. And I respect the actions that they've taken. Stormy is next. Dude, Stormy is kind of scary, dude. He's like chill and nonchalant. And his pale white skin is like, it's like very Aryan and powerful. A victim who requested to remain anonymous claimed that the face was living in his brain and feeding on his spine. Another described trumpets playing in their ears before they fell asleep. Why trumpets, dude? Trumpets are like a joyous, happy instrument. Trumpets are awesome, dude. What is this trumpet slander? None of these people knew that this was only the beginning of a whole new species of suffering that would never be fully understood. Dude, did you see how fast I had to read that short message? It's not even one of those like subliminal flashing horror things. This is so fucked up. I'm trying to retard Max over here and he's trying to make me read fast. Okay. This is what Romeo said was real. The blackout. So this is based on a true story, guys. After the anomalous frequency was detected... Dude! Look at this. Look how fast this fucking goes. After the anomalous frequency was detected by television station troubleshooters, the NREC was ordered by power grids local to the state of Pennsylvania disabled by 4 p.m. to prevent further escalation of the anomaly in public knowledge and broadcast. The outrage ultimately spread to various parts of New York, New Jersey, Ohio, and even Canada, creating the famous Great Northeast Blackout. Almost 50 million people were without power, some not getting back until days later. Oh, so now you give me extra time. Now you just make me look stupid. Now you make me look stupid trying to read fast and skip words, and you give me an extra 3 seconds. Are you on 1.5? Dude, I can read, okay? I can read, I just can't talk too good. During the confusion caused by the outage, all traces of broadcast 813 were collected by the Ferrata branch and seemingly wiped from existence. News articles, broadcasts, internet posts, recordings, and more. The cause of the blackout was promptly covered up and claimed to have been a combination of human error and the result of trees falling onto sagging power lines somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio. I feel like during the not to overanalyze, but during we gotta I'll say so there was a lot of tree footage in that first video, and during the crash out, didn't we have some tree bullshit? During the boiled one haunting, wasn't there like footage? Maybe not, but 12 days after broadcast 813 was blocked from air, a historically massive influx of pseudocoma occurred through the state of Pennsylvania, leaving 509 people affected and many families in shock. Pseudocoma is an extremely rare condition in which a patient experiences a cerebrospinal disconnection, leaving them to be unconscious but unable to move or communicate verbally due to complete paralysis of all voluntary muscles in the body except for vertical eye movements and blinking. So that's spooky, that's scary. The one guy said it was eating his spine, and now people have a disconnected spine and they're basically like permanently in sleep paralysis. Do you guys believe sleep paralysis? Like, hot take, I think 90% of people who say they have it are just bullshitting for clout. What's that? Sleep paralysis is when you like, is real, I've dealt with it. I don't believe gamma for a second, but apparently it's when you like, you basically like wake up or you're trying to go to sleep and you can't move. You end up not being able to move. You start seeing like hallucinations and it's very scary and you can't move. You can barely like move your eyes and shit. You just can't move. I've never had any nightmares. It's vastly exaggerated. Yeah, I have like a friend who went through like a bunch of trauma and shit. He had like a really fucked up childhood because his like military parents moved him around all over Asia and other family problems like drugs and stuff. So I kind of believe him when he told me like he saw the Hat Man and all that. But we were also like 13, so it's hard to say. I've had sleep paralysis. It's kind of scary. It's like the claustrophobia. Yeah. I watched a documentary. There's a Netflix documentary on sleep paralysis, and my teenage self was so scared when they said like it only happens to people who have heard of it before in like the most spooky, scary way, as if watching this is gonna make you have sleep paralysis. It's so fucked up because it was like a documentary, and then they slipped in the part where, like, now you're gonna have it. Sleep paralysis is like you go to sleep, and as you're falling asleep, your body can't move. You're still conscious, but you're like falling asleep. At waking up after getting really drunk. Have you ever drifted off on a desk before, and then your head is going down? You jolt yourself awake. Yeah. Dude, I went to college for politics. I was very sleepy in a lot of those classes. Also, I gamed a lot in high school, so I was very sleepy in high school. But imagine you jolt yourself awake but can't, and your body is just falling asleep without your control, and you're aware it's happening. That would be claustrophobic. Yeah, yeah. I'm on the same wavelength. Oh, kind of like solar plexus clown gliders. Cryptid, what the fuck did you just say? What? Solar plexus clown gliders. What? Dude. Oh, SCP. Okay, it can't be that bad. Collective name given to a broad range corruptive entity which infects weak and vulnerable people to the solar. This is cool. We'll get back to that. Let's go back to our awesome boiler. It's not that insane. You're literally just not all the way asleep while your body is slumped. Maybe people just got like carried away with the whole like Hat Man. Like I guess those are the benzo hallucinations. Hallucinations. The when you take like too many benzos, I think. Okay, did I finish reading this? Pseudocoma, leaving them to be, yeah, eye movements and blinking. Okay. Also, big screen. This anomalous outbreak of such a rare condition was regarded as a spectacle by the U.S. Department of Health and was put under governmental investigation immediately. Look at this graph. Look at this graph, bruh. I got exclamation points coming out my head, bruh. I'm a doctor and shit. I put a stamp on my graph. Look at this shit, bro. The idea behind SCPG is you can only become vulnerable to it if you've heard of it. Like, oh, so now I see what you're saying. Yeah. I should go back to that Netflix sleep paralysis thing and take another look at it and see if they were totally bullshitting. Nobody on the internet would ever lie, Jim Bob, ever. But that wasn't even on the internet. The first time I heard of sleep paralysis was from my IRL friend who maybe was on the internet too much, but he's cool. I fuck with him. One thing in common with all these cases is that the patients had been at home watching TV the night the broadcast 813 was aired. Guys. Though the victims of this outbreak were unable to speak, they were able to communicate through Morse code by blinking. More than 60 victims were interviewed. Many of these interviews held unveiling results that often led to more questions. Many others held results that required archival or termination. However, fairly late into the investigation, the Ephrata branch was notified of a particularly odd case revolving around one Job Zamperini, an elderly victim of the anomalous pseudocoma outbreak. Job Zamperini specifically requested his his alias to be used in the future records instead of his real name, which will remain classified. Oh, the boiled one? Yeah, we're watching the boiled one. Thankfully, I've only experienced it a few times. Every time, low-key, still drunk in the morning. Yeah. Zamperini was a war vet and fluent in Morse code, putting him on the mark as a potential interviewee as soon as the outbreak was under investigation. After a very odd photo was taken in his backyard by visiting his grandson, his family became deeply troubled and convinced his house was haunted. After a very odd photo was taken in his backyard by his visiting grandson. So the kid took a photo, presumably of the boiled man. This led to them to contact a local priest in hopes the house would be blessed. The following photo depicts Fen 228 standing next to the small playhouse. Okay. The photo itself has proved to be non-hazardous and safe to view, though it's still anomalous in nature. For most comfortable viewing experience, wear blue light glasses or view from a distance of 3 feet or more. Everybody lock in. Everybody lean forward and lock in. See, every time I see this guy, I instantly know this looks retarded, but the hairs on my arms do get a little jittery, right? Like the other ones maybe looked a little less stupid. This is absolutely foolish. What is even supposed to be happening? Is this the spiky alien that our friend what the fuck is his name? Oh wait. Is this what Nafam saw? Is this the blue spiky alien, but instead he's red? He was just wearing his blue light glasses the whole time. Zamperini claims something horrible and unholy was with him. It would hurt him, possibly others, if he described it and what it was telling him. The following is a recovered previously archived recording in which Officer T. Gomez of Ephrata Branch interviews Job Zamperini.
Hello, Mr. I'm Officer Gomez. Hope you're doing well today. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions regarding your condition and possibly unholiness within your home that your family had mentioned? Okay, first and foremost, did you notice any onset symptoms before you lost complete mobility of your body? Face,
There was a face.
When did you begin seeing this face?
Guys.
Interesting.
After I saw it on TV, it never left me.
Many of the people who have seen the broadcast that you saw on August the 13th described having vivid and upsetting hallucinations. Do you think this is something your brain has created?
No, it's in
Can
the
you please
window.
describe this face to me?
Horribly burnt, not of Lord Christ.
I still don't see it. Have you been having any hallucination aside from the face? I'm sorry to hear that.
Screaming of many voices.
Are these screams constant?
At night before sleep, I hear trumpets too.
Thank you.
But Lord Christ is
You
with me.
shedding light on this is helping more than you.
Dude, I can see you. Alright, keep your eyes peeled. We're about to see the boiled man somewhere on screen. Dude, I clocked it. I clocked it. You're raped. I win. Let's go back and look at him.
Thank you. You shedding light on this is helping more than you.
It's not very burnt if you ask me, but okay. Okay, dude, he's crawling up from the bed. My 15-year-old brother sent me this like a year ago. Leaking Sky? Yeah, maybe I'm not familiar with the lore, but... Guys, a fetal fanfare? Can we get some fetus in the chat? Dude, I was born to watch this video. It's a wonderful day to be a gym cell. Big Zach knows.
Listen closely.
Okay, smile.
Do you hear it? You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up.
Laughter? Laughter of thousands?
You will hear the trumpets play their happy sounds.
Yay, joyous trumpets.
The scalding blood of life will pour down onto us all. Together, we will be still. Together, a feast fit for a king.
I literally don't have a goddamn fetus emoji. This is so sad, dude. This is so fucked up. Big Aaron can't even feed us in the chat.
Together, welded by love and purest connection.
He's like a T-Rex. He's got like the cute little stubby arms on his big ass body. It's like he's like a cute T-Rex. He's like a raw. Me when I raw XD.
Together, welded by love and purest connection. Be still.
More bleeding sky. Uh-oh. If you can see the screen, it means it is not safe to continue viewing. The program will end shortly. Perform the procedures given to you during the introduction portion of this video immediately. Do you guys remember the prayer? Can we get a prayer in chat if anybody remembers it? Together forever. Together forever. Love. Oh, there it is. No evil shall. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Shrug emoji. Well, that was cool. Thanks for suggesting that. My browser cannot play YouTube movies. Apparently. Can I watch Ted? No. Okay. What else we got? So that was Shelter 54. Oh no, this is Shelter 54.
Extraordinary size. Dr. Nico Tatopoulos first observed the mosquitoes while monitoring the activity of Subject 17 in Mexico.
What you know about eating spiders with bugs and sticks? Fuck, how does it go? Our Lord and Savior, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom of power and glory forever. Amen. I was more interested in the backstory of this than the horror aspect. Gemini Home Entertainment is the only one that has spooked me. Agreed. Agreed. That was a cool one. Thinking about the backstory. I guess it was cool that they included a real blackout, but I wasn't super convinced of anything really stemming from that. Like as soon as they said people started to see things, I was just like, whatever. But that is cool. If you didn't like go into that knowing it was a horror film, I can see that spooking like a teenager.
His research team followed the swarm to the sites of several other superfauna as they fed. They named the invasive species of mosquito Skeetera. The Skeetera swarm.
Oh, I just remembered something. Like, you guys know how much I hate Goat Cato. One day, I saw an A-Space post.
Hey guys, welcome to the A-Space.
On my recommended feed. It was this one. Okay. Just a little update. I'm currently working on 2 to 3 projects RN, and it is running smoothly. It's just taking its sweet time, but one of them should get out pretty soon, and it seems like it's going to be a longer video. Until then, I'll get some streams out more often, LOL. Thanks for the support, though. I appreciate it. Relatively cool post. Thanks for the update, A-Space. And in the art, A-Space has heels on. So I said, bro is wearing heels. And it's arguably the top comment. I'm not trying to brag or anything. This guy is wearing thigh-high boots with heels in them. He's got no pants on. He's wearing a hoodie. Tell me this is not feminized as fuck, okay? Tell me, like Romeo, tell me if this is gay coded. Did a gay man draw this? AGP. I do fuck with the hot beverage. You'll find me on stream with a hot beverage every time. It's gay, it's a little gay. If it's a little gay, you kind of get a pass because it's art commentary. So everything is a little questionable. You could get away with saying these are like pointy businessman shoes because I have a pair like this that have like a little like cutout, but it's not this dramatic. It looks more like this one. But this one on the right looks a lot more questionable. But I forgot I owned them, and now I'm so delighted to see that I got 2 upvotes. Anyway,
returned to Florida where it attracted the attention of Subject 16.
Isn't she in love with you? Isn't it kind of weird when she comes into chat? She's like, himbo? Himbo? What's the implication there? What's the psychosexual implication there? She's buck breaking men and it's disgusting.
This is when the Shelter 54 incident began.
You know, before Goat Kata was in Mrow's chat, he wasn't race playing then. Not that race playing is buck broken, not saying that, but just some food for thought.
Shelter 54 was a Class C anti-superfauna shelter developed in the late 1960s.
Oh, this is cool. This is a cool graphic, but I have DMs on Discord now. Hold on. Big Aaron invited me to the Sliga server. What the fuck, dude? I clicked on the DMs and they both went away, and they're both old messages. New Wordle. Yo, Wordle stream? Wordle stream? Hold on. Leak the word, Gamma? No, if I do Wordle on stream, it'll be ruined for everybody. That's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna do that. Let's all get it first try. Not happening. No thank you. I'll be bored at work tomorrow if I do that.
Like most coastal shelters, it featured an underground hydroponic system in case of extended stay. Being a Class C shelter, its contamination protocols required manual operation.
Okay, fine.
Civilians were taking cover in Shelter 54 when Subject 16 landed a fatal blow on the large female Skeetera. Anthony Harris and Stephen Kessler.
Guys, I heard saying true like that is a destinyism. Is this true? Is it a destinyism to be like true? Am I an evil rapist if I say true?
Were the UNGCC operators of...
Wait, I think I average like 3 or 4. I average like 4 or 5. I get in there deep. You can't claim that shit. True. How is this analog not copyright infringement? He did a cool. There was a cool graphic. There's all this cool graphics.
Shelter 54
It's
at the
definitely
time
not
of the
his
incident.
intellectual property, but
Stephen Kessler was speaking to a group in the shelter common room. Anthony Harris was at the main entrance helping the remaining civilians enter. After Skeetero was crushed, her internal organs and collected blood rushed down into Shelter 54.
oh shit.
The entrance was
Dude, the
flooded
goop.
with over 200,000 gallons of radioactive fluid. Stephen ran from the main room to investigate the noise when he was drowned.
It's always funny watching these guys like their shitty animations drown. This dude David makes me feel like a real tard from time to time. Dude, as soon as I saw him get it in two, I was like, whoa, that guy, how'd he do that? And then I saw him do it the next day, and I was like, oh, something's up. And then like a week later, he says, if you ever see me get it in more than two, like I'm raped, I'm retarded. But then we figure out he's cheating. He knows the word, but he's choosing to use two guesses. I guess to make it look like he's owning. Is that the psyop where he's like, he knows the word, but he uses an extra guess to make it look legit? Because if so, that's mean, that's fucked up, that's extra mean. It's probably worse than ruining the Wordle. It's just making everybody feel bad. I ruined Wordle for David once. That's justified. Zach won. Chat status means you get it first try every time. That's just inhuman.
Stephen never secured the main door.
Where goes water? I always guess ocean.
The following phone call is the last known communication from Shelter 54.
David. Dude. David ruins the Wordle because he's trying to fill the empty hole in his heart from when he lost Jennifer. This is so sad. I feel so bad for this David guy now. This David guy has deep lore, and we should reach out to this David guy. We should make sure everything's okay.
Due to the intense radioactivity, Shelter 54 wasn't properly explored until 5 days later. It was considered a complete
I
loss
heard
of
David
life.
is Brazilian, which is strike two. Yeah, what did Brazil do? Dude, Brazil?
Shelter corridor.
Brazil makes some of the most insane hyperpop. Okay, Brazilian hyperpop Brasileiro. Do you guys fuck with this? Let me find something that's listenable. This guy does numbers. He's got like 50K listens on SoundCloud on like everything. Brazilians have like no real money, so they have to actually like have skills in life and shit. Dude, if you guys don't listen to Brazilian music, you gotta tap in, okay? That's all I'm saying. Jiao bao bao yao jiao. Kites? I don't know, Zach. I like saying David is random ethnicities. NGL. Oh, okay. Zach is a fat Honduran in my headcanon. Fair enough.
The door is completely flooded with organic tissue. The smell is horrible.
Jim Nickel, welcome back,
It looks
Gamma.
like tendrils are growing from the shelter door. Plant-like in nature. I'm getting a massive radiation reading from inside.
I don't know what I look like. No head cannon allowed. Big Aaron looks like a patriot. Big Aaron has patriot bone structure. Big Aaron's black as fuck. Guys, I can't buy into this whatsoever. I'll give it this like a couple more minutes.
My God. This is impossible.
More viewers.
In
Why
the
do I
main
have
chamber,
9
a
concurrent?
massive botanical growth had taken over the room. The victims inside had not just been consumed by the organism, but were a part of it, as were the plants from hydroponic storage. The hybrid organism, at this time referred to as Subject 19, was hidden from the public.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about this. Romeo was saying, how is this analog horror and not copyright, like intellectual property? I don't get the idea of trying to like make it look retro when it's about Godzilla. Like you see Godzilla and you're like, oh, we're watching a fiction. But the whole time it's like trying to creep you out like this is real found footage. 1 million views, dude. What is total slob? Get that live Greylock. So that's the other one that fucking Wendigoon watched. I've already seen like their summary. Isn't this one like, I can't remember which one's which. This is either the good one or the bad one.
Primary systems online. Meeting sequence complete. Emergency shutdown protocols disengaged. System is offline for time code error 106. Contact technician for assistance. Welcome to Simio USA Enhanced Access Operations. Please enter your clearance credentials.
Stormy deleted the Jim Bob stream link.
Error. These credentials are not recognized.
Stormy
Clearance
guy hates
credential
me.
requirement
I knew he was
overridden.
evil and intimidating.
Administrator privileges granted. Welcome back, unknown user ID. What would you like to do? Accessing archival storage form, GBS. Data extraction initiated. Data extraction, 10%.
Hi, Stormy. This is scary. I was actually just about to click off and say this sucks. I'll let it play just for Stormy.
Complete. Data extraction, 4 complete. Data extraction, 80% complete. Data extraction complete. All data extracted to error, no.
Nah, I'd let the announcer lady extract my data. Oh god, bro. Let's go back to Family Guy 808 tutorial.
Good heavens! It seems to be introducing harsh frequencies.
I'm going to stab you with my parallel processing. I mean my knife.
Good call, Chris. Let's fade in the dry signal.
Brad reacts. My wife was being a bitch, so I beat her ass. I need a hard beat where I can roleplay as Brad taste in music. Making a beat, but everything's talking Ben. Look up hard beat. I fuck with this art. Yo, my name Brad. And I hate my bitch ex-wife. She makes me really mad. And I beat her ass when she talked back. And I don't know how to act. I don't have anything else, dude. You get the bit. That was awesome. What am I doing on here, dude? We need 8 bars minimum. Fuck. That was like 2 at least. Right taste in music. You had a wife, then you lose it. She recorded you secretly. And you
I mean, we're gonna LARP hard as hell. Dude, in dark times, you gotta LARP hard. Seriously, you gotta dress it up, man. You gotta aura farm your life. So, I'm just gonna tell you guys, about a year ago in Orlando, one of our members, Dylan, at a meetup was like, dude, we gotta get some rum. So, all right, man, I don't really know rum. You know, every guy likes to say, yeah, whiskey, I'm a whiskey guy. And I like whiskey, it's okay. But he bought this thing. It's like 30, I think he paid 35 bucks.
We sipping Bumbo.
Supposedly Lil Wayne kind of backs this brand. I tried this shit, I'm like, this is good. This is good rum. So now I enjoy trying different rums. So to begin our LARP experience, to really dress up the mood, we're gonna pop this open. Now, first thing that you guys need to know is when you drink rum, I mean, if you really want to commit to the LARP, you got to drink it out of the bottle. And as you can see, I was so dedicated.
Guys, last time I drank, I had the gayest alcohol you can imagine. What is it called? This should find it, right? This shit. Dude, this shit, it's not as gay as White Claws, okay? But, dude, the top is like ribbed for pleasure. It's rock candy flavoring. It has rock candy, raw honey, navel orange. It tastes like candy. It's like mid-shelf. Very gay beverage. Look at the guy holding this, who's modeling this. He's got like a hipster outfit. This is maybe a girl with like yoga pants on even. This is HPV coded. I bet Dasali drinks this. Hey, you said it, not me.
That I bought a San Cristobal that has a little birdie on it, which is all the parrot. It's a parrot. Actually, you know, now that I look at it, that may not be a parrot. Anyway, let's get into this. I have not tried this yet. Fresh open bottle, haven't had anything to drink. Let's get into this. First, a smell test. Smells a bit sweet. Smells a bit like molasses. Now there's different rums are made from different things. Some are made from sugar cane. They have like a real grassy kind of taste, sometimes too grassy. So I'm more of a fan of the molasses as a base and I feel like you get more butterscotch, more kind of sweet notes. Yeah, this is sweet, man. This is supposedly they age it in a sherry cask, so you might get a little bit of that sherry. Sweet, a little bit of muffiny. Interesting. Why muffins? Let me taste.
This man is like he pressed really hard on Ice Poseidon's head. Like you just like cause Ice Poseidon is like real skinny and long. Till he turns some height into girth. Exactly. Like you made it a little more square. This is Ice Poseidon before the meth.
Yep. The first taste, you can't rely on the first taste. You gotta have a second taste.
This is just Poseidon.
This is very interesting, dude.
No ice.
This is very interesting. I think if you're a whiskey guy, you want to get into rum, this is actually good. Because of that sherry cask. You still get some of that bite. But it almost interesting. Let me do one more. We're going to take a bigger swig here. See, you got to coat the tongue.
Ice Poseidon before
you
Thai
get on board
HIV.
of the ship,
He needs to stand up.
Really opening up the...
Okay. Elijah, can you put a shirt on? We got some feral
brothers. We
men.
got to freaking talk.
Whoa, wait, hold on. This one's called We Have Become Retarded, Destroyer of Idiots. What is going on in the top right of my... Dude, meet the Roblox community? What? Why did my YouTube button just turn into a Roblox advertisement?
I just received the word that the High Thumos Brotherhood has touched down in Chicago. We are actively taking precaution to ensure that things do not get too disorderly over there. But there is not much we can do when these guys get together. You know, they eat 200G every day. Their ex-girlfriends have them all on speed dial. And they could easily lift me over the head if they wanted to. We believe that retard maxing is a dangerous idea, dangerous to the structure that we have.
So this is awesome, but Romeo and ZV are like the first Dickers chatters. I do remember that. I remember one day being raided into Dickers, and it was Romeo and ZV playing Fortnite with Dickers. And it was very gay. It's probably where the Dickers gay allegations came from before the whole like theater came into play. Like before he was like a theater guy. There's a lot of gay vibes.
In the world. Quite frankly, I think it's very infectious, the most infectious idea, and we need to be careful. So with that being said, everybody stay safe tonight, and God bless.
Talk about the pasty any. Oh, is he too white? I thought Dicker's allegations was about him being a pastor boy or something. That is the funny Perry joke. He was a pastor who allegedly touched kids. Yeah, I stopped watching Dickers at first because the content was just boring. I came back months later, still boring. True. Whatever the Brit equivalent. Yeah, I fuck with Perry. Perry is funny unless he's talking about Dickers or math. Or it's funny when he is talking about Dickers. It's not funny when he's talking about Destiny. I cannot stand the Destiny content that's not about Destiny e-raping. Perry is handsome. I've slandered Perry's name before. I said he was fat. Perry is happy weight. And he probably grows a better beard than me. But I get the gay appeal, like being happy weight. Romeo is probably like the twink build where he's like super skinny. So he's probably looking for the thick man, the big man. Perry looks like the long-lost third Boston Marathon. That's racist. That's racist, and I don't condone that. Bro, I'm fat. Sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game. I'm not tapped in like that. Let's get back to destroying idiots. Retard maxing. Oh, this shit hard, bruh. Yeah, this shit tough. This shit tough as hell. Okay, so this is just like a... It's like a fan meetup. The short bus is coming to your city. Yeah, so he's doing like a... He's going on tour and just having fun with people, I guess. 10 Thumos commandments. Thou shalt take risks. Thou shalt lift or train a martial art. Thou shalt not simp over women. Thou shalt not get emotional. Thou shalt hit rock bottom. Thou shalt support thy brothers. Thou shalt be social. Thou shalt live on one's own terms. Thou shalt scrounge and find a way. Thou shalt live honorably. I'm 5'4" and 180, which means I have a BMI of 30. Yeah. Yeah, bro's thick. Wondering if strapping a dagger to my leg is too aggressive looking. Totally legal. I guess it depends. I mean, you could probably pull... So, here's ball, okay? If a man dresses emo, you're gonna pull like the Hello Kitty girls, the all pink BPD Hello Kitty girls. If you're looking for the emo girls, you have to dress like a baseball player. You have to dress like a frat boy baseball player from the South. You have to put your jeans and your flannel on. You have to wear your fucked up trucker cap. Be normal, yes. Yeah, because they already have enough fucked up shit in their life, these emo girls. I'm not sure what Shinny's in the market for, but that's just a little ball knowledge. Hitting rock bottom is so important and transformative. Yeah, we love retard maxing. Thank you, Elijah Longsword.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. So, what's your most popular video? Oh, this is getting real.
What's going on, guys? So, as I get older, I've kind of realized that I don't think it's normal to be anxious and afraid and worried all the time. It's kind of abnormal, if you think, for a guy to be worried about what people think about him. To have all these insecurities about my looks. When I'm around women, to approach a woman, why do I feel that fear of rejection? Why do I feel like, why is it even a thing to be, to not do it? Why wouldn't I do it? I'm a man going up to a woman. That's completely natural. Why do I fear about a lot of stuff? And why am I plagued, it seems, by my mind? And so I try to go back and take a look at my upbringing. And something that I don't often do is kind of go back that far, but I remember very clearly my parents, the dynamic between my mother and father. And my mom was pretty tough. She was, she raised me along with my father. But
I'm not interested in this one. Not gonna lie. Popular. Eat this, The Art of Being Chill. So he has 6 years of YouTube under his belt. I was not familiar with his game when I stumbled upon Be Retarded with Women, Friends, and Jobs.
Brothers, we gotta freaking talk. We gotta talk. My goal here is so you don't have to suffer. Too many of you guys suffer. Maybe you got a bad friend group.
Happy for this man.
Retard max your friend
Go
group.
back.
Okay?
No.
Seriously, if you have a friend
This
group
is plenty
that
enough
you
chest,
just don't
okay?
like being around, don't ask any more questions. Don't look for any more advice. Simply do a 360 and moonwalk away from your friend group. Seriously, just
Fuck yeah. What time is it? It's almost 2. I gotta get up in like 6.5 hours. What is Silly Goose posting? Fatal crash, fatal crash, fatal crash. Okay.
Doctors, why don't you study an ant colony, you fucking retards?
Why don't you go study an ant colony, you fucking retards?
Doctors,
Wasn't Terry Davis the guy that helped develop the fax machine? I wouldn't put it past him. The CIA will be executed with an A-10 gun, the Fist of God. Let's figure out what that looks like. A-10 gun. Whoa. Badass. This guy. Lex Friedman, don't care. Let's give a take on this whole canceling tubers thing or whatever. Hold on.
Over the past few years, we've seen no shortage of online content creators being accused of some pretty disgusting things on the surface. But for a few of these cases, it would later come out that there was cut context or that the allegations were straight up false. And this is pretty normal on the internet, unfortunately. Although it's sad to think about, this has been a problem for years at this point, and I think the biggest reason for this is the mindset of many people who make their opinions heard. Usually, what happens is that people will come to their own conclusions with a guilty until proven innocent mentality and won't wait for the other side to come out. This is usually under the guise of believing all victims, but it's really just another way of saying believe all allegations, which is pretty dangerous to say the least. The commentary community has been pretty quick to document these cases, going all the way back to 2019 with the first James.
Guys, hot take. This is like surface level commentary. We're equating believe all victims to believe all allegations. I don't know if I have the energy for this. I'll let him keep talking for a second.
Charles Scandal, Pro Jared, and Slazo. And 6 years later, nothing has really changed. In fact, things might have gotten worse overall. So my goal with this video is to take a look at 3 relatively recent cases, analyze the public reactions to all of them, and discuss why the internet has been, and will always be terrible at handling serious claims. We'll start things off with Skeppy. On June 26th, the Twitter user Seasire published a tweet with an attached Google Doc that outlined their personal experience with Skeppy. This was also coordinated with another accuser, Kaya, to be released on the same day. Both of these allegations would allege inappropriate behavior and even grooming at the worst, but these would quickly turn out to be nothing burger situations. I'm not going in depth into what he was accused of, as that's not exactly the point of this video, but I will give a brief recap of what transpired. The first allegation was from an 18-year-old who was in a relationship.
Nothing burger mentioned, total drama slop detected. So, going off the point of drama slop, oh my god. Do I even... So... So I think my problem with this video is that we're kind of cherry picking, right? For every Corey Kenshin, Quite, and Skeppy, we have 100 dudes who actually raped. Okay, we have 100 Brad Taste in Musics. And like, when you believe all victims, it's just the court of public opinion. It's not like, you know, you slander someone like a normal person, like off of YouTube. Like, I guess since we're talking about the internet in the first place, you could presume that we're only talking about YouTubers or people who make their living online. But like, personally, I think women should be able to say that you raped. And people should, like, consider it. I don't think we need to behead every woman with a story just because she doesn't have photo evidence. But at some point in this video, Dead Frog is going to say, wait until you hear both sides of the story, which I think is a little bit lazy. Like, you know, ideally, if you're a rapist, you're just not going to respond, and therefore no one's ever going to believe the allegation. So it's just, I feel like it's surface level analysis. This is like retarded drama slop. Like and subscribe. Yeah, so people in the comments saying Quite doesn't want to be mentioned, because everyone wants him to be like the martyr, and I guess it's his personal life. It's like life ruining allegations. You know, someone's a YouTuber or a public figure. You know, definitely don't bend them over the coals, rape them over the coals immediately. But at some point, you have to come to some conclusion based off the evidence. Yeah, we've got, you know, 4 or 5 other YouTubers that were also raped. But, I mean, we all know how many, like, furry freaks online are raping right now. I still think it's like 100 to 1. There's a billion rapists out there for every Call Me Carson, and so I don't know. I feel like it's a very surface level analysis. just to be like,
It's still such an irresponsible way of looking at things online. And unlike the Skeppy allegations, there is pretty much no point before his response came out that people started to look at things differently. Well, most people anyways. There was a vocal minority that found it.
Okay, I think what gets me going about this is like Turkey Tom said this like a decade ago when it was like interesting. And now we're making like the same point in a full-length video about the same people Turkey Tom talked about. And this guy thinks Pusha T is top 10.
An interview with the look at things differently at the time.
This guy thinks Pusha T is top 10 rappers of all time. Just let that sink in. Okay, here's probably something I can talk about. It's sad that people get their entire name slandered because some bum was bored and thought it would be funny to accuse them of something horrible. So, let's take an example from one of these comments. We have Call Me Carson. I know a little bit about his situation. So the situation wasn't that bad, but like everything in the allegation was true. Like he talked to that person. You know, the age gap was what they said it was. The public perception and how the public painted it is a whole nother thing. But by all means, it's not like she lied on Call Me Carson. Maybe the tone was off, maybe everyone kind of overreacted, but it was a true story. It's not necessarily a lie. Super Mega was probably more of a lie than not. And I don't watch any of these dramas because I don't really care, but I understand those people are probably innocent. I know Corey Kenshin. Oh yeah, so Corey Kenshin did the he did the same thing that other leftist dude did, where he like let a girl on so he could fuck. I mean, you can say that he did that. I think it's fair game. Like if you're playing girls for some pussy, they can come out and like tell other girls so they don't get played. And then what the rest of the internet does is up to the rest of the internet. Like, welcome to living in a society full of retards. But there's nothing to do with like believe all victims. Super Mega, yeah, that was mega gay. That was probably the worst one I can think of, where it's like it was, you know, there were some seeds of truth in there about what happened, but it was basically completely lies, and big YouTubers jumped on it and just regurgitated it back the story. So they got totally raped by a false allegation for a while, but even then, it did not take that long for the truth to come out about it. And I mean, on the flip side, if we had a society where, you know, we automatically just clown on the raped, like for every one super mega, we have 100 people that are just, you know, raped, and they have no recourse in society. You know, like the cops don't listen, Twitter's not going to listen to them. So getting back to where they were slowly. I feel like they're back. Like they might have lost a little steam. Like I feel like I remember them posting more. Got a big fan base. Dude, personally, I feel like that I could be wrong because they did post like gaming. So maybe they did have a bunch of like lefty Twitter kids. They've got a ton of members. I feel like they did not take that big of a hit. And I would much rather have a society where like, you know, every once in a while we get a little false allegation. And then we also have good faith for allegations. It's not like we automatically rape and kill this person in jail, but people will like consider it, like give an initial like level of belief that's okay. I don't know. I feel like this whole like believe all victims, don't believe any victims thing just got like poisoned. Because originally it's about like how, you know, rape goes unaddressed by the traditional legal recourse, like whether they go to the cops or they don't. Like a lot of girls don't go to cops because they're embarrassed or for plenty of reasons. You know, cops don't do their job right. They ignore it. They all kinds of bullshit. So they have to, or they choose to go other ways, or just not report it. And rape, hot take, rape should not be a partisan issue where we're blaming like lib cuck soy lefties for false allegations. The raped is everybody. It's probably better to overreact than how it was, which was zero recourse for victims. That's kind of what I'm trying to say, I think. Like obviously you can play the devil's advocate and be like, oh, just go to cops, but cops are historically bad at handling allegations like sexual violence. So I think it's kind of important to have some level of like good faith towards allegations. But maybe I should let this guy talk before trying to shit on his video so hard. I just don't want to sit through 10 minutes of YouTuber drama, like Minecraft YouTuber drama.
The Twitter user Seasire published a tweet with an attached Google Doc that outlined their personal experience with Skeppy. This was also coordinated with another accuser, Kaya, to be released on the same day. Both of these allegations would allege inappropriate behavior and even grooming at the worst, but these would quickly turn out to be nothing burger situations.
Grooming at the worst. Oh my god, next.
We'll get into later on, but with something as serious as this, you don't have to take a side at all. You could stay neutral. And the weirdest thing in this case is that what made people either go to a neutral stance or Skeppy's side. His main accuser released images of a Google slide documenting another alleged victim's experience with him. A lot of the information presented here isn't really notable, so I'll focus on this one slide in particular. The important part we need to look at for this video is this. I then went shot for shot with Zach. I took maybe 15 shots in total. I do not remember this night, and the most egregious line of all, low-key got by Zach. I've censored the word in my audio and the screenshot, but I think you can take and guess at what it says. This was a very immature way of handling a serious allegation, as it made the whole thing almost seem like a joke to them instead of an accusation.
Dude, it's almost like traumatized people use humor to cope. It's almost like when people nervously laugh, it's because it's uncomfortable to talk about something.
And this is why the tide started to shift towards Skeppy's side. This also caused the majority of the public to actually look into the initial callouts, which were finally seen as the meaningless allegations that they were. So this makes me have to ask, why was this the point where public opinion turned?
Guys, this guy with his fucking crazy ass hair, crazy big eyebrows, doing Minecraft gameplays, he would never rape. Okay, he can take 15 shots and take a girl home. This guy would never rape.
And why did everyone wait this long in order to actually research the claims? It blows my mind how incompetent people are sometimes. Now, Skeppy did issue a response, but it's a 2-minute long, poorly edited mess where he doesn't say much, so that's all I'll say about that. Even if his response kinda sucked, the internet still treated him poorly before looking into things.
What is this? Am I missing something here? We have a perfectly fine set of allegations from multiple women, and then we have his shitty response that is admittedly, like, not good. But they treated him bad. Skeppy is the victim here. Guys, am I missing something?
And it doesn't get any better from here. Let's talk about Quite next.
Yeah, moving on. Dude. I might have to watch this whole video,
as this was one of the biggest situations to happen in the past couple of years. On February 22nd, 2023, a Twitter user going by the name Orion came out with a twitlonger about their experiences with Quiet. And yes, I finally pronounced her name right. No need to flood my comments again. Their twitlonger included loads of allegations, with the most serious one being rape, and they included a bunch of screenshots to back up their claims. But what I and many others noticed is that these images either didn't have any context or only proved that this person knew Quiet. I understand that an allegation of this nature is pretty hard to prove, but this was something worth noting. Orion also leaked Quiet's face at the time, which was a scummy move no matter how you look at it. So with all of this in mind, you'd expect some sort of criticism to come towards the accuser's way, right?
Wait, so we think the accuser should have criticism now because we have a full written up document of the story. We have screenshots of them talking on Discord, sexting even. And no response from Quiet.
This was something worth noting. Orion also leaked Quiet's face at the time, which was a scummy move no matter how.
If the guy rapes you, I don't care if you face dox him. Hot take, you can face dox your rapist.
How you look at it. So with all of this in mind, you'd expect some sort of criticism to come towards the accuser's way, right? Because although nothing here outright proved their story to be false at the time, there were definitely things to criticize here. But if
I think he took time to make a proper response. I might be raped. If he comes back and owns, I mean, yeah.
you've been watching this video up until this point, you know that's not what happened. These allegations were taken as fact almost immediately and spread like wildfire. Quiet lost thousands of subscribers, with its reputation pretty much being ruined for a period. Like the last case, the general public went with this believe all allegations mindset and sided with the accuser before hearing anything else. This has been a pretty consistent theme throughout this video, and although I guess I could understand it at the time, it's still such an irresponsible way of looking at things online. And unlike the Skeppy allegation,
guys, I feel like it's just like this guy's living in fantasy land, okay? You make your brand yourself. Like, YouTube is YouTube because you are making content out of yourself, okay? It's about you as the creator. It's not TV shows, it's not some highly produced bullshit. It's a personality show or stream. So if you're not able to like respond or to defend yourself in any way, I feel like you're just not ready to be a public entity in the way that YouTubers are just by nature. It's like I don't know, dude. Like, you're kind of putting yourself out there in a huge way. And, you know, your audience for these fucking Minecraft YouTubers, they're not like mature adults. They're not going to hold out hope for you. So, I don't know, dude. Let's see what he has to say.
There is pretty much no point before his response came out that people started to look at things differently. Well, most people anyways. There was a vocal minority that found an interview with his accuser that basically disproved some aspects of the TwitLonger, so the commentary community started to pump out videos, but it wasn't enough to really change the narrative much. If I'm being honest, I still think it was a bit of a dumb decision to jump on this situation and fall onto either side. At this point, anything new coming out could have drastically changed the narrative, so it was better to be careful. But in fairness to them, I'm just speaking in hindsight here, and they'd essentially be proven right when Quite finally returned. On March 11th, 2023, Quite released an hour-long response to the allegations levied against him by Orion, which, to say the least, essentially proved the allegation against him to be false. In Quite's video, he responds to everything in the TwitLonger point by point and gives a lot of evidence to prove his side of events. Quite's response did everything it needed to do and way more. He pretty much proved that he was innocent within the first half of the video, but went even further, pretty much proving that 90% of what Orion claimed about him was false without a shadow of a doubt. And how did the internet respond to this? Well, they flocked back to Quite's side like they were never against him to begin with. How?
Okay. So, I mean, sure, it took him a long time to respond for some reason. Fair. You want to take your time with something that delicate. I guess that goes back to the original point, like, for every one Quite, you have 100 raped. Or 100 rapists. And Quite, I mean, I'm sure if Quite was down on money, he probably could have came back sooner and had a decent response. I don't know, dude.
How lovely. It's not even like Quite did something bad to Orion and it was exaggerated to the point of being slanderous. He straight up did nothing wrong and was a completely innocent guy. So when I see people on the internet that keep going with the guilty until proven innocent mindset,
it's just like the guy didn't lose any subscribers. What am I supposed to feel bad about? Like, the guy got accused of rape and disappeared for a year, and people were mean to him on Twitter. Like, it's the fucking internet, dude. You're a personality online. It kind of comes with the territory. I don't know.
I'd always bring up situations like this, especially since Orion was not able to explain themselves at all. Their first tweet after the video came out was just saying that they couldn't watch Quite's response yet, but will be treating it with respect. Orion then put out a tweet claiming to have proof of their allegations, with a screenshot of a supposed medical diagnosis being included, but it was obviously fake and everybody called them out on it. Orion deleted their account shortly after this, and nobody has heard from them since. Good riddance. Considering how big the situation has gotten, I thought that it might actually shift the tide in how people handle looking at allegations. Quite's response video has over 5 million views and is a
Okay. So what lesson could we possibly learn from this? I think you should encourage crazy retards to make a rape allegation on you, because you'll get 2 years off of your job. You'll make record sales the day you come back. This guy probably made like at least like 10, 20,000 off this video. Like, he probably lost 0 subscribers because this guy said they all flocked back to him. Bro, I don't know. What am I supposed to learn from this? It's like you say, don't believe all accusers. I don't know. I guess it's a case by case basis. So like, you lend some good faith. I should probably read these examples to be able to talk about his video so much, but this video, it just doesn't have the information. He's like, so basically this accuser was retarded, and then my favorite YouTuber had to take 2 years off, and then he came back, but everything was okay after. Isn't it so fucked up? And I just can't take this.
Masterclass at showing that things aren't always what they seem at a surface level. But then I started to see how people handle similar allegations in the future, and all hope was completely lost. That brings us to the final topic of the video, Corey Kenshin. And this one is the allegation I have the most to say about, because I honestly think that both sides messed up this drama dramatically and made it confusing as all hell to understand what's going on. A lot of the evidence is obscure and scattered at this point, so I'm going to source a couple videos from a friend of the channel, Samuel. He generally did a good job, and links to his coverage of the situation will be in the description. So with that out of the way, here's a quick overview of the allegations. Corey was essentially accused of mental abuse by an ex-partner of his, and she included plenty of screenshots to back up those statements at the time. But the thing that got most people talking was that she also included a clip of Corey making a very poor taste joke about doing something explicit to her while she was sleeping. And this in turn made people believe that this allegation was far worse than what was actually being alleged. Everybody basically turned on Corey overnight, with his reputation almost being ruined, and most of this had to do with that one video clip, as people saw it as undeniable evidence that something bad went on. I could make a comment about why this accuser put this here to begin with. It does seem like she's trying to imply that Corey did something to her, but to everyone who ran with this narrative, why? Whether you agree with him saying this or not, this was an obvious joke. Do you think he'd just casually admit to something like this on video and they'd both be laughing at it? No, of course not. I'll clarify here for anyone who wasn't aware.
Dude. I really just don't give a fuck. Like, you're making so much money off of, like, retards on Twitter who will leave you in a heartbeat and then come right back in a heartbeat as soon as you respond. I really don't even care how the internet treats allegations. I don't. It's a very fickle beast. Like, internet is overreactive. Your message will escape your target audience and will be misinterpreted, and you know, people will spread shit. It's like when you see like the shit on magazines, like they kind of play it up. The news lines are exaggerated. Like it's just the nature of media to exaggerate these stories and blow this shit up. I don't think it has anything to do with allegations. And frankly, I don't think this video says anything interesting. I think this is just regurgitating the same old shit. Guys, false allegations bad. It's totally missing the point of believe all victims. Let's do some research, okay? Believe all victims. Believe women. Blah, blah, blah. Using the recast all women. Oh my god, Bloomberg. Shut up. Dude, what an awesome Wikipedia page. That was so great. Jimbo laying down the political analysis. I've just heard like this fucking slop opinion so many times from so many people. And like, I don't think any of them realize the reality of the situation for like actually raped women. Cause like they'll go to cops and cops will not do shit. Like I think this really came not from social media. This is like real life. Yeah, people in community or position of power. Joe Biden raped and got away with it. So yeah, the conventional method, almost every girlfriend I've had has told me. Yeah, me too. Me too, dude. Or they have like their best friend who like wrote a book about it. Um, one of my close friends in college was like a victim. I'll just leave it at that. Um, and it's a very rough night for the whole friend group. So false reports of sexual assault are rare. Between 2% and 7% are false. At the same time, 63% of assaults are never reported to the police. So that's what I'm saying, okay? For every one quite, you have 50 raped women. Okay? But but quite having to make one response video and not losing any subscribers and probably making profit off the whole thing is just the worst situation ever. Like, and don't get me wrong, I love men. I'm a big men fan. I will do my best to sweep for Brad taste. I love men. We need some help sometimes too, but this whole like LARP about false allegations is just so retarded. And like, also, don't get me wrong, we love a good rape review because when you do get the false allegation, it's pretty important to shame that. The false allegation thing is part of the reason, part of the problem. But yeah, acting like it's believe all victims is the fault. Like the Me Too movement. Because believe all victims was before Me Too. Me Too was more just like a social media thing where it's like, oh, we're all raped? That's crazy. Because like 63% of assaults were never reported. Maybe I should cite my source real quick. What do these guys do? Blackburn Center. How can we help? What do you do? Harvey Weinstein didn't help. You're telling me the rightoids take left-wing messaging in the most bad faith way possible? Yeah, dude, this fucking guy whose whole personality is dead meme frog. This guy with the frog profile is not being good faith to me online. Yeah. Dead meme frog is probably also a play on Deadwing Dork. So it's completely uninspired retard slop. And our good old boy Flavorless is in their comments dropping an MF Doom line. Which also, I will say it, MF Doom is now corny. You are not cultured for hopping on the MF Doom bandwagon after he died. I like Deadwing Dork, sort of. See, me too. I will watch his videos because he finds funny lolcows. I don't care. I like good music, homie. Hey, I listened before he died, actually. So I get the pass. But I don't talk about it. It's low-key a fire comment. But yeah, this video just feels like uninspired surface level analysis of something that's way more important than he thinks it is. And quite frankly, I don't fuck with it, Mr. Dead Frog. You and your fucking Pusha T rap tier list. His number one was also Eminem, but I don't have much of an opinion on that. I'm not into debating like who's top one or top two. top 3. But having Pusha T on your list at all is extremely fucked up and retarded. Okay? I can name 20 rappers before I name Pusha T. I can't even name a single Pusha T song, okay? So, what do these people do again? Blackburn Center responds to issues, violence, client services provided at no cost, confidential. Oh, they're just in Pennsylvania. Therapy, legal. So they have legal experts. That's pretty credible, I guess. There are no rules for what you should do if you are raped. Your safety and survival are always the most important considerations. Yep. Let's see if I can find any issues with this guy's channel. I'm glad Sunny V2 is gone. Aren't we all, buddy? How J Schlatt survived YouTube. We love J Schlatt. Another cold take. Rusty Cage, an interesting comeback. Cold take. Everybody saw that. It was cool. Slimesicle. We're gonna call Slimesicle gay and soy. That's true. He is soy and gay. iDubbbz is unfunny. This is like Sensitive Society, but if he like was like low key a 4chan alt writer, like Frog Lives Matter. This is just like this is just a little bit more racist Sensitive Society. Which is cool and all, but this guy's been making drama slop for 5 years. Mediocre YouTube commentator. I don't know, dude. Commentator's a stretch. I feel like to be a commentator, you have to say something like interesting, but I don't see any original points anywhere. Why slop content doesn't matter.
I know, I'm a bit late to covering this whole thing, but I still think that this will be something that is talked about for a while as the next few months go by, and people try and find new ways to milk the YouTube algorithm, so I wanted to put my own 2 cents in this. Slop content as a concept has always been around on the website, with the slop label only being thrown around recently. These videos have grown a lot in quantity and popularity in the past few years, as more and more people become YouTubers, and due to this, some resentment has been developing from a portion of the YouTube community. Some people didn't like these videos for a plethora of reasons, which range from just thinking that it's low or trash, all the way to having the opinion that these videos are just ruining the YouTube landscape. And I'm gonna make my stance on this very clear, as if this title hasn't done a good enough job at it. I don't think that it matters at all that people make slop content, and I'm going to be going over a few main points that support why I feel this way.
Yep, based. Self-aware. This guy can't be critical of slop content looking at his own channel. This is not high art. This is not hypercritical think pieces. This is not think tank behavior. This is 4chan coded Sensitive Society videos that take him 50 times longer than Sensitive Society takes. But to give him credit, I think this guy has a real job. I think this guy like sensitive society like dropped out of school to just make slop every day. This guy's just doing it for the love of the game. So give him respect on that. Hi Rico, hi. I'm doing slop analysis. I've realized I believe all women now. I have good faith towards women, but only when it's against people with frogs in their profile pictures. And yeah, that's about it. Dude, we're probably gonna end stream like right now. I got like 6 hours to sleep. But no singing. Oh, nothing wrong with slop inherently. I love some slop. Yep. Yep, have a good one. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bar's closing. Go home, Shinny. Bye.